What up, guys? Well, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, October 11th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Eddie Redmayne's Newt Scamander and Jude Law's Albus Dumbledore stand against Johnny Depp's villainous Grindelwald in the latest poster for Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. The poster released on Twitter Tuesday also features Newt's friends, Tina Goldstein, played by Catherine Waterston, Jacob Kowalski, played by Dan Folger, and Queenie Goldstein, along with Credence Barebone, played by Urza Miller, Lita Lestrange, played by Zoe Kravitz, Newt's brother Theseus, played by Callum Turner, and Eugenie, played by Claudia Kim, among others. Newt and Dumbledore are seen with their wands drawn as they confront Grindelwald in front of the Eiffel Tower. Grindelwald also has a wand out with his back turned. The caption reads, "Who will change the future?" Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald from director David Yates with the script by Wizarding World creator J.K. Rowling is set to arrive in theaters on November 16th. The new poster follows the recent release of the film's second trailer, which features Grindelwald setting his dark plans into motion as he threatens to destroy the peace between Wizarding and non-Wizarding worlds. Dwayne Johnson is set to portray African-American folklore hero John Henry in an upcoming Netflix film titled John Henry and the Statesmen. Johnson announced his involvement in the project on Twitter Tuesday alongside a short black and white teaser trailer that exclaims, "The legend is real." Johnson said, "When the man comes around, honored to play a childhood hero of mine, John Henry, and his disruptive band of fellow folklore legends from around the world at Netflix are the perfect partners and platform to build," before noting that Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle Hummer Jake Kasdan is directing the project. Johnson's John Henry will be seen in the film leading an ensemble cast of popular folklore figures, noted the Hollywood Reporter. The story is based on an original pitch by Tom Wheeler, who wrote the Lego Movie and Puss in Boots. Johnson is also producing the film along with Kasdan, Beau Flynn, and the Seven Bucks Productions partner Danny Garcia and Aram Garcia. No release date has been set yet. William Zabka, widely regarded as the villain in the 1984 film classic The Karate Kid, says he is happy the YouTube premium sequel series Cobra Kai shows his character's point of view. Zabka and Ralph Macchio return as former high school rivals Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso in the critically acclaimed show, which is now filming a second season scheduled to air in 2019. The first episode has got more than 48 million views since it was posted for free online May 2nd. It takes place 34 years after underdog Daniel defeated big man on campus Johnny in a high-profile karate tournament. Cobra Kai finds Daniel as the wealthy owner of a car dealership and the married father of a spoiled teenage Samantha, played by Mary Maitland Mauser, who runs with a troublemaking crowd. Meanwhile, Johnny is lonely, unemployed alcoholic, inspired to open his own karate dojo after befriending bully Miguel, played by Exolo Madriduena. Estranged from his own son Robbie, who's played by Tanner Buchanan, Johnny has been described by the show's producers as a combination of Daniel's kindly former mentor Mr. Miyagi and the grouchy, political, incorrect 1970s sitcom character Archie Bunker. Zabka told UPI at New York's Comic-Con Sunday that he personally never thought Johnny would end up living in a squalid apartment, swirling beers, repeating watching Iron Eagle, and driving decades-old Pontiac Firebird. He says, "Those things are tasty and great, but I would have imagined Johnny would have been with his old friends and have a successful life, and they just took his legs out and set him back, and he's still trying to make it work." The actor referencing to Johnny's most famous line in The Karate Kid, "I've got 1 year to make it work, and that's what I'm going to do, make it work." Zabka added, "That's still the theme of his life. He's still trying to make it with the limited tools that he has as a person, and that was informed by his sensei and the influences around him growing up." Zabka confirmed that Martin Kove, who played his ruthless sensei and father figure in The Karate Kid, will reprise his role as Kirsi in Season 2 of Cobra Kai, but he was cautious about giving away too many details. Zabka says there's love between them, but there is a dysfunctional kind of love, and we will see what happens. Johnny has always had his defenders, but the actor who plays him says his fan base has grown as the character has become more sympathetic through both Cobra Kai and the fan-made viral video Daniel LaRusso's The Real Bully, which people suppose Johnny was the wrong party in The Karate Kid. Zabka says people are identifying with Johnny. I get a lot of guys going through similar situations. They're like, I'm at home watching the show, drinking a beer, and going through my own problems, and it's inspiring me and waking me up. The reaction from viewers suggests Johnny has officially transcended his love him or hate him status. Zabka says to have a humanity about him that people are relating to is awesome. Zabka's other credits includes the films Just One of the Guys, National Lampoon's European Vacation, Back to School, and Hot Tub Time Machine, as well as TV shows The Equalizer, Robot Chicken, and How I Met Your Mother. The Karate Kid was followed by Macchio's lead sequels, The Karate Kid Part 2 in 1986, and The Karate Kid Part 3 in 1989. The next Karate Kid, 1994, a spin-off starring Hilary Swank, and a 2010 remake, The Karate Kid with Jaden Smith as the title character. Jason Bateman announced on Twitter Wednesday that Netflix has renewed his crime drama Ozark for a third season. Bateman said in reference to his character on the series alongside an image of the number 3, I'm happy for me, but concerned for Marty. It's official. Ozark 3 is on the way. Netflix also confirmed the renewal on Twitter. Ozark, which also stars Laura Lindley along with Sophia Hubletz, Skylar Gardner, Julia Garner, Jason Butler Harner, Peter Mullen, and Lisa Emery, follows Bateman's Marty as a financial advisor and money launderer who works for a drug cartel. The second season of the series debuted on August 31st. Ozark received 3 Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series for Bateman and Outstanding Directing for a Drama Series. Oscar-winning actress Helen Hunt is joining the new BBC series World of Fire. Variety confirmed Wednesday the 55-year-old American actress will star in the forthcoming World War II drama from the A-Word writer Peter Bowker. Hunt joins Phantom Thread star Leslie Manville, Jonah Heyer-King, and Julia Brown. The cast will also include Sophia Williams, Brian J. Smith, Thomas Kotz, and Eugenie de Roland. World of Fire shows the first year of World War II through the eyes of people in Britain, Poland, France, Germany, and the U.S. Filming begins this week in Prague. BBC's drama controller Piers Wegner said, Pete's funny, human, and poignant writing gives us a perspective on those early days of the Second World War which we have never seen before. Deadline said the 7-episode first season will begin with the German invasion of Poland in September 1939 and end with the Battle of Britain. Bowker said in a statement, World of Fire tells the hidden human stories within the big historical events we think we know. He also added, these are the stories of the ordinary people who shape our world, stories of loyalty and brutality, courage and fear, hopes, stories of live and loss, hopes and dreams forged in extraordinary times. Hunt is slated for a number of other projects, including the movies The Night Clerk and I See You. She said in an interview with the Ellen DeGeneres Show in April that she hopes to reprise Jamie Buckman in a revival of Mad About You. Netflix is adding the cast of its new series, The Witcher. The Hollywood Reporter said Wednesday that Freya Allen and Anya Charlotte will play Ciri and Yennefer in the forthcoming TV adaptation. Netflix confirmed the news on its See What's Next official Twitter account. The company wrote, #The Witcher has found its Ciri, 17-year-old Oxfordshire native Freya Allen will play the pitiful princess of Sintra. Netflix also confirmed Charlotte will play Yennefer, Jodie May will play Queen Calathony, and Mimi Ndwini as a sorceress from Grindelwald. The Witcher is based on Andrzej Sapkowski's fantasy book series, which previously inspired a best-selling video game franchise. Henry Cavill, who plays Superman in the DC Cinematic Universe, will portray Geralt of Rivia. Lauren Schmidt-Hirsch will serve as a showrunner and executive producer with Alec Sharkov. Hirsch took a break from Twitter in September following backlash to a casting call for minority actresses for the role of Ciri. Hirsch told The Hollywood Reporter, "I think the fans really have pictures of these characters in their minds, and I don't blame them for that. I get it. I think coming in as a writer and saying my vision might look different than yours is scary for fans, but truthfully, I don't think it has to be." She also added, "One of the things I feel strongly about is people being afraid that we're going to strip out of the cultural context of The Witcher to remove its Slavic roots. That couldn't be further from the truth. What I've always wanted to do is take these Slavic stories and give them a global audience." John Cena performed his new finishing maneuver on The Tonight Show, which he recently debuted on WWE programming. Cena, now with a new hairstyle, explained to host Jimmy Fallon that he's learning the move while training with Jackie Chan in China. Cena and Chan are filming an action comedy together titled Project X. The move, when translated from Mandarin, is known as the Lightning Fist. It involves Cena crossing his arms before delivering a sudden punch to the face. Cena says the punch is his sixth move of doom, a series of attacks which normally ends in a victory following an attitude adjustment. The WWE star used the attack to win his match against Elias and Kevin Owens Saturday at the Super Showdown. Cena says, while performing the Lightning Fist on Fallon, "I have tremendous accuracy with this deadly maneuver, but if you move, I will knock you out." Cena was also on hand to promote his new children's book entitled Elbow Grease. The story, Cena said, will teach kids the definition of gumption, to never give up, and that it's okay to be different. Cena said about the inspiration behind Elbow Grease, "I kind of go by the motto of never giving up, and that inspired a lot of young people, but sometimes parents feel that maybe the venue of WWE isn't ready for their kid. I wanted to take that ethos and reach out to a younger reader." Music stars such as Gwen Stefani, Miley Cyrus, and more took part in a new edition of Mean Tweets on Jimmy Kimmel Live following the 2018 American Music Awards. A fan tweeted to Gwen Stefani, "Gwen Stefani is really the worst thing to ever happen, period. Full stop. Ha, ugh, barf." Miley Cyrus, meanwhile, responded to her mean tweet by sticking out her middle finger towards the camera. It read, "Miley Cyrus is a smelly pirate hooker." The Chainsmokers, Tyga, Imagine Dragons, Halsey, Jason Mraz, Luke Bryan, Jason Derulo, Dua Lipa, The Strokes, Pink, Elvis Costello, Schoolboy Q, G-Eazy, Luke Combs, Korn, and Nickelback were also featured. The country star read from Twitter, "Peep the fact that Luke Combs looks like the guy who changes your oil at Jiffy Lube." Taylor Swift broke the record for the most AMA wins by a female artist after taking home Artist of the Year, Tour of the Year, Best Pop Rock Female Artist, and Best Pop Rock Album for Reputation. Other big winners included Camila Cabello and Post Malone. The Los Angeles coroner's office on Wednesday ruled the cause of death of actor Vern Troy was a suicide. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's coroner said the Austin Powers actor died from alcohol intoxication. Troyer died April 21st at the age of 49, 3 weeks after paramedics transported him from his home in North Hollywood, California, to a hospital in Van Nuys. A statement on his Instagram account announced his death, alluded to battles the Michigan native fought. The post read, "Depression and suicide are very serious issues. You never know what kind of battle someone is going through inside. Be kind to one another and always know it's never too late to reach out to somebody for help." The actor struggled with alcoholism for years. Troy, who was born with the genetic disorder known as achondroplasia dwarfism, also appeared in the docuseries The Surreal Life and the films The Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Love Guru, and The Imaginarium of Dr. Panaris. Owen Wilson is reportedly a dad of 3. Sources told People the 49-year-old actor welcomed a daughter, Lila Ariana, with Varuna Vonktovactrates on Tuesday. Vonktovactrates gave Layla the middle name of Ariana to honor her Thai heritage. She has shared her daughter's name in an Instagram post in June, captioning a sonogram, "Say hello to Lila." Us Weekly confirmed Wilson welcomed the baby girl with Von Vactrix. The actor is also parents to 7-year-old son Robert with Jay Duell and 4-year-old son Finn with Caroline Lindquist. Reports surfaced in June that Wilson volunteered to undergo a paternity test after Von Vactrix approached him about her pregnancy. A source told Us Weekly at the time, Owen has been a great father to his 2 boys and maintained a warm and close relationship with their mothers. Of course, if a paternity test establishes that he is the father of another child, he will fulfill all of his obligations to support his child. Von Vactritz hinted Wilson was the father of her child in August by sharing a photo from the premiere of the actor's movie Father Figures. She wrote, #FatherFigures, #TBT. Wilson will next star in Legend of the Golden Dolphin with Kate Winslet. He is also slated for the Shanghai Nights sequel, Shanghai Dawn. Montel Williams says he's blessed to be alive after having a stroke earlier this year. The 62-year-old television personality went public Wednesday about the life-threatening stroke he had during a workout in May. Williams told People, "I'm very lucky. When it happens, I didn't realize the veracity of what this was. When you start thinking about it, those statistics, that's a harsh reality." He says, "I'm so blessed to be alive and I'm not taking it for granted." Williams was lifting weights May 31st when he experienced symptoms and realized he had had a stroke. He managed to alert his wife, Tara Fowler, and was rushed to an ambulance to a hospital in New York. The former Montel Williams show host was in an intensive care unit for 21 days and started physical therapy in Jackson, Tennessee, following his release. He has made notable progress in the 4 months of his recovery. The star says, "I'm way ahead of the rehab game right now. I really need another month before I'm beyond that acute phase of having a stroke. But I made it back. I got it back." Williams expresses gratitude to fans and his caretakers in a tweet Wednesday. He says, "I'm so incredibly grateful for all the well wishes and prayers. I'll never forget the love you all show my family and I'll always be grateful to my wife and to the New York City Fire Department and the team at the New York Presbyterian on the Cornell side for saving my life." Princess Eugenie says her sister Princess Beatrice will serve as a maid of honor at her wedding. The 28-year-old British royal shared new details about her upcoming nuptials to Jack Brooksbank in a press release through the palace Wednesday. Beatrice will act as a maid of honor, while Brooksbank's brother Thomas Brooksbank will serve as best man. The royal family confirmed the news on its official Twitter account Wednesday. The post reads, "Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank today have confirmed that Princess Beatrice will be maid of honor and Jack's brother Tom will be best man." In addition, Princess Charlotte, the 3-year-old daughter of Eugenie and Beatrice's cousin, Prince William and Kate Middleton, will serve as a bridesmaid. Prince George, William, and Middleton's 5-year-old son will be one of the 2 page boys. Eugenie and Brooksbank will tie the knot Friday at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, the same place where Eugenie's cousin, Prince Harry, wed Meghan Markle in May. The couple shared a series of childhood photos Tuesday on Twitter. One post reads, "Ahead of their special day, Princess Eugenie, Mr. Jack Brooksbank, and their families have today shared a selection of photographs, including these images of the couple as children. #Royal Wedding." Another post adds, Princess Eugenie has also shared this previously unreleased pictures of her with her sister, Princess Beatrice, as well as a picture of them as bridesmaids at the wedding of their former nanny. Eugenie and Beatrice are the daughters of Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, and Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, and the granddaughters of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. The Queen will host a wedding reception for Eugenie and Brooksbank. Kelly Clarkson, Kesha, Panic at the Disco, and more are set to be featured on an upcoming cover album of songs from the musical film The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman, reimagined, is set for release on November 16th, will also feature Pink, Missy Elliott, Sarah Bareilles, Zach Brown Band, Ty Dolla $ign, Max, Willow Sage Hart, Years and Years, Jess Glynn, James Arthur, Anne-Marie, Pentatonics, Craig David, and stars from the film Keela Settle and Zendaya. Clarkson will cover Never Enough, and Kesha will cover This Is Me, alongside Settle and Elliott. Panic at the Disco will cover the film's opening number, The Greatest Show. Brendan Urie, the Panic at the Disco lead singer, said to Variety about the Greatest Showman songwriters about working on the cover album, Ben Pasek and Justin Paul are phenomenal writers. He also added, they sent that song over and said, "We think you should sing this," and I heard it and I was like, this sounds like a Panic song. You guys did a Panic song better than I've ever done a Panic song, so I would love to. The Greatest Showman, which follows Hugh Jackman as Partnum and Bailey's Circus founder P.T. Barnum, was released in December. The soundtrack for the film was a bestseller, reaching number 1 on the U.S. album charts. And now here's the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 13th. Number 10, Lil Wayne featuring Travis Scott with Let It Fly. Number 9, Drake with In My Feelings. Number 8, 5 Seconds of Summer with Young Blood. Number 7, Lil Wayne with Uproar. Number 6, Travis Scott with Sicko Mode. Number 5, Lil Wayne featuring Triple X Tentacion with Don't Cry. Number 4, Post Malone with Better Now. Number 3, Juice WRLD with Lucid Dreams. Number 2, Lil Wayne featuring Kendrick Lamar with Mona Lisa, and the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 13th, Maroon 5 featuring Cardi B with Girls Like You. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1975, Saturday Night Live, a topical comedy sketch show featuring Chevy Chase, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Gilda Radner, Garrett Morris, Jane Curtin, and Lorraine Newman, makes its debut on NBC. It would go on to be the longest-running, highest-rated show on late-night television. The 90-minute program, which from its inception has been broadcast live from Studio AH in the GE Building at Rockefeller Center, includes a different guest host and musical act each week. The opening sketch of each show ends with one actor saying live from New York it's Saturday night. Created by the Canadian-born comedy writer Lorne Michaels, SNL has introduced a long list of memorable characters and catchphrases, from Gilda Radner's Rosanna Dana to the Coneheads to Billy Crystal's Fernando, You Look Marvelous, to Dana Carvey's Church Lady, Isn't That Special, to the bodybuilders Hans and Franz, We're Gonna Pop You Up, and to Coffee Talk host Linda Richmond, Like Butter, I'm All Verklempt, have become part of pop culture history. The show, whose cast has changed continually over the years, has also launched the careers of such performers as Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Mike Myers, Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, David Spade, John Lovitz, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Tina Fey. Some SNL sketches have been turned into feature films, 2 most successful examples being 1980's The Blues Brothers and 1992's Wayne's World. The show was originally known as NBC's Saturday Night because there was another show on ABC called Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell. However, NBC eventually purchased the naming rights, and since 1977, the edgy comedy program has been called Saturday Night Live. Lorne Michaels served as the show's producer from 1975 to 1980, followed by Gene Dominion from 1980 to 1981. Dick Ebersol helmed the show from 1981 to 1985. Michaels returned to the program that year and has remained executive producer ever since. The influential comedian George Carlin hosted the debut episode of SNL. Later that year, Candice Bergen became the first woman to assume SNL hosting duties. She went on to host the program 4 more times. In 1982, 7-year-old Drew Barrymore hosted the show, becoming the youngest person ever to do so. Starting in 1976, Steve Martin has hosted SNL 14 times. Since 1990, Alec Baldwin has hosted the show 13 times. John Goodman has hosted the show dozens of times, beginning in 1989. Other frequent guest hosts included Buck Henry, Chevy Chase, Tom Hanks, and Christopher Walken. Musical guests have performed on SNL. SNL is known for its topical parodies and impersonations and for pushing boundaries with its sketches. The show is also recognized for its political humor. Chevy Chase famously portrayed President Gerald Ford as a klutz, while Dana Carvey spoofed President George H.W. Bush and his Read My Lips line. Most recently, Amy Poehler has played Senator Hillary Clinton in numerous skits, including one with the senator herself, and Tina Fey has portrayed the 2008 Republican vice presidential nominee, Sarah Palin. And that is your entertainment report for Thursday, October 11th, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.